We're going to continue our study of the capitalization rules. We've already looked at the first 5 rules. Now today we're going to study the final 4 capitalization rules. Let's read them together. Capitalize the first word in every line of traditional poetry. Capitalize the first word of every sentence. Capitalize the first word in a direct quotation. Capitalize the first, last, and other important words in titles of books, magazines, newspapers, stories, poems, and songs. Now let's look at each one of them individually. Our 6th capitalization rule says, capitalize the first word in every line of traditional poetry. You'll notice that in lots of poems, the first letter of every word on each line is always capitalized, just like we see here in the poem 30 Days Had September. Our next capitalization rule says that we must capitalize the first word of every sentence. Take a look at this sentence. The winters were cold and sticky. Notice that the first word, the, must always have a capital letter T. Our next capitalization rule says that we must capitalize the first word in a direct quotation. A direct quotation are the exact words that the person says. Here's an example. Harry told Steve all about his new toy. Steve said, "I hope that my mom would get me a toy just like it." The direct quotation is, "I hope that my mom would get me a toy just like it." These are the exact words that Steve said. Notice that when we start the direct quotation, we must always use an uppercase letter. Our final capitalization rule says that we must capitalize the first, last, and other important words in titles of books, magazines, newspapers, stories, poems, and songs. Take a look at this example here where we have examples of 4 different books. The titles are all written in uppercase letters. You'll now get a chance to practice the capitalization rules.